Thanks to everyone who came out tonight. This is, I love this bookstore. I love its owners. It's the heart of the neighborhood. I think of that all the time when I walk past this place, and I think fondly of it when my children are destroying the children's section. I just love this place, and thanks to everyone who came out tonight. I'm going to read a little bit from this novel. Maybe just about 20 minutes. I'm sure people will have questions. People ask me a lot of questions about North Korea, and I'm not an expert on it, but I have studied a lot. So, but when I traveled to the DPRK, and when you go there, it's a very scripted event. It's, you're not going to see, Kim Jong-il putting, for his 11th par or whatever you do in golf. They show you certain things, but there are sights that seem normal to them that they don't think about shielding you from that are quite stunning. And I remember the flight in on an Aleutian II that was built in 1963 was its own story. But I landed at Sunan Airport and we met our minders, and they were lovely people who were doing their jobs. But as we drove south into Pyongyang, there were very few vehicles on the road. It just flashing by the other way. It was like the first vehicle I'd seen in 5 minutes of driving. And it was a dump truck. And I'd studied these dump trucks extensively. The Soviets had built several vehicle factories in the early 60s. One was the Sungli 58 factory. And because the North Koreans can't improve upon them, they keep making brand new 1958 trucks. And so I was very keen to take a look at this truck, and as it kind of came and zipped by, I only saw it for a couple of seconds. I saw that it was an open dump truck, and in the back were about 30 human beings. And there was no tailgate on this dump truck. It was just one of the kinds that just is empty in the back, and everyone was crowded up against the front, lest a bump, tumble or spill a bunch of them out. And it was just a flash, and maybe this is recreated in my memory, but they were normal-looking people. And I saw a guy holding, I saw it as a briefcase, but it was a satchel, like he was a business person. And there was a woman next to him, and she's the one my eyes landed on. And she was wearing a smock, like she was in a research lab, or was she a doctor, or I had no idea who she was. And I turned to our minder, and I said, "Where are those people going?" And she said, "Oh, they're headed to the countryside to help with the harvest. It's the corn is in its harvest season. They're volunteering." And I said, "Volunteering?" And she looked at me like she didn't understand the question. And she said, "Everyone must volunteer." Okay, I think I know where I'm at now. But I wanted to make a character who was like a mid-level bureaucrat. Everyone works for the state there, of course, who lived in Pyongyang to help deliver this milieu to the reader. So this is a character. He's an interrogator. He wears a smock. It's fairly deep into the book. And he's interrogating our major character, but he's off stage now.